Hello, thank you for tuning in. You are tuned into The Encourager, and my name is Nehru. So I'm coming in a little hot, I'll be honest about that. And hot, not in temperature because it's 40-something degrees outside. Coming in hot, my spiritual temperature. I posted something yesterday and I took it down, in part because I didn't think I didn't do the best job at explaining what I was trying to get across, and that was bringing heaven and earth together. And then on the other part, I actually think I went back and listened to it, and I think I got two different cases confused. I got the Tara Greenstack case confused with another case. Excuse me, and so I think I misquoted. I kept saying South Carolina. I kept saying that enough to where I felt like I was like that. I needed to just remove that part of the video. So thanks so much for tuning in. This particular message is only going to be about bringing heaven and earth together, okay? And what that looks like. And I'm going to use Tara as an example, but I won't speak to anything as far as her being unalived and all of that, other than to say it did go on for a decade. She was unalived in 2010 in Georgia. And there was shit that was swept under the rug and lazy-ass police officers that wouldn't get off their ass for 10 years to do anything about it. So, again, yesterday I kept saying South Carolina, but I was thinking of it. I had to be thinking of some other case because I follow these unsolved cases often. And I go back, months later, maybe a year later, and just to see if there's anything new in the case or what have you. So sorry about the misinformation. And again, especially mentioning South Carolina, that being the focus when it was actually Ocilla, Georgia. So anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, to our subscribers, to our returning listeners. And so getting back to this heaven and earth thing coming together, and the reason why man can explain often the things that the people that get unalived, and what the real reason for that is. So I'm going to attempt to illuminate some things here, okay? Because the Illuminati is real, okay? So this is what this looks like in the natural. Someone, they could be a psychopath, they could be a narcissist, they could just be mentally unstable, those are mentally unstable diagnosis. They could be on medication, they could be on drugs, they could be seeking money for drugs, there's all sorts of reasons why someone, for instance, would break into your house or would unalive you. Just you being this random person whose name they do not know, okay? Man gives a lot of reasons for this, okay? Man goes seeking science. Man uses science. Science is helpful, but science is not most high. Science is not divine intuition. That's not science. That's chemistry, okay? And so beyond chemistry and science, there is divine structure and divine happenings. There was no fucking Big Bang Theory. Most High said, I desire this to be water, and it was. I desire this to be land, and it was. I desire to create this animal, and it will be called the toucan parrot or bird or whatever that bird is with the multicolored beak or whatever that is, right? He did that, right? Man didn't create that. There's no fucking Big Bang Theory. Okay? Giants actually walk this fucking planet, and we are rediscovering them every day. Okay, that's how the pyramids were built, because there were giants in those days. That's how the pyramids were built. Okay? So, spiritually, okay, people wonder, how did someone who's 5'10" and 150 pounds get the boulders up there? They weren't fucking minions. They were giants in those days. Okay? They weren't like you and me. So, this heaven and earth thing. So in the natural, this is what this looks like. This is what this could look like. You come home, find a burglar in your house. That burglar is surprised to see someone, obviously, so they're shocked. They have a gun, or they grab a knife from your kitchen, and they unalive you. Okay? Or your friend, or your spouse, or your son, or your daughter, or whoever, right? That's what that looks like in the natural. Then police do their work. Most of the time it's sloppy and half-assed, excuse me, right? So, but spiritually, this is what that looks like. Your friends, your best friend, or the friends that you decided to remove yourself from, they got upset because you decided to dismiss them because they wanted to still be a part of your crew. So they decided that they were going to start talking about you, nasty about you, sending evil eyes towards you. What does an evil eye look like when you say, I hate that bitch. I can't stand him. He think he this. She thinks she that. Smiling in your face and all the time want to take your place, them fucking backstabbers. That's what that looks like in the spirit. They're sending evil energy your way. You are not spiritually awake enough in order to see it, so the shit unalives you. That's what happens on the spiritual side. On the natural side, it looks like someone broke into your house and unalived you. No, someone's sending that energy to destroy you because you dismissed them out of your life. Because when you showed up as help, light worker, starseed, empath, healer, when you showed up to show them truth and unconditional love, the motherfuckers rejected you. Ike and Tina, I made that reference yesterday. She's a light worker. She's a starseed. She showed up in his life to heal him, to get him out of fucking every woman that he see and off of cocaine and all of that. He didn't want to do it. So guess what? He was trying to drag her in. Fortunately, someone introduced her to meditating, and she got out of that shit. And then look where her life went. She's a light worker. She's a starseed. Yes, Anime Bullock. Yes, Tina Turner. That's what that looks like. Unfortunately, most people do not awaken like she did, and they end up getting unalived. Whitney Houston, fucking around with Bobby Brown. That's what that looks like. He was karmic. So then her singing became a side job. Getting high and doing whatever else she was doing became her priority. Because that's what the enemy wants to do. Throw you off your game. And you, because, again, like I said yesterday, the enemy wants his roaches running around, and the only fucking way roaches get to run around is in the fucking dark, because they're afraid of the light. That's the only way. So all these cases that go unsolved for years and decades, it's a spiritual thing. Police officers, FBI, DEA, feds, it's a spiritual thing, not a natural thing. Collect all the shit you want to collect. Get your DNA, get all that shit, and then take 40 years to uncover who actually was, and the motherfucker died in 1990. So there is no justice for that family in this legal system. This is how kids get snatched up and they are never found again, because it's a spiritual thing. That parent doesn't like that kid, or they make that kid walk home when they know they need to get off their ass and go get that kid from school. They let that kid walk home, and then that kid gets snatched up. You karmic ass lazy motherfucker, go get your seed. Because when somebody snatches them up by the fucking neck, then you want the fucking community coming after you. Parents who unalive their goddamn kids, those motherfuckers are karmic. How many times do social workers in this fucking community programs, they fail because they constantly send DCFS over to the fucking house, and you see how the fucking fuckers are living, and they still allow the kids to go to the motherfuckers. They still do it. Why? Because the motherfuckers who pass the goddamn laws are not intuitive. The motherfuckers with the fucking badge are not intuitive. That's why. This is what this shit looks like. And then everybody, oh my God, how did that happen? Oh my God, that's terrible. Because the shallow ass motherfuckers don't understand how spirit works. You don't understand that a spirit can jump from person to person. Okay? You don't understand that. That these are energy vampires. You don't understand that. So everybody needs to wake the fuck up and recognize the real reason why shit happens. Because the shit you see through your pupils and your irises, no, that ain't it. You need to see through shit through Osiris. It's time for change, people. It's time for change. It's time to change the sorry-ass fucking system that allows shit to get swept under the rug, because the sorry-ass motherfuckers who are in these positions of authority do not understand the spiritual realm. They are as asleep as the motherfuckers who are walking on the street. They are just as dead as they are. More so. They are zombies. Completely unaware of the supernatural shit that goes on that causes the physical result and manifestation to occur. Completely unaware. You want to bring heaven and earth together? Wake the fuck up and recognize the karmic ass motherfuckers who are in positions of authority and don't know what the fuck they're doing because they read it in a book. The only way that this program, this system will ever change is by motherfuckers who are enlightened and they get in position and they kick these karmic ass motherfuckers who are dead sleep, functioning unconsciously, kick their ass out. Don't elect their ass no more. Don't put them in office no more. Don't put their name on the ballot. Motherfucker supporting changing a vagina to a dick, get the fuck out of my face. Talking about you believe in God. He doesn't make mistakes, people. He does not make mistakes. Yeah, we have free will, and with that free will, we have fucked up some shit royally. Royally from the beginning. Adam and Eve. From the beginning, Lilith. From the beginning.